Well, hello there, sports fan. Welcome to this week's edition of Red Ray's Welding and... Well, hello there, sports fan. Welcome to this week's edition of Red Ray's Welding and Wisdom Wednesday. What we're going to talk about today, does it matter? Does it matter? That's what we're going to talk about is, does it matter? Does it really matter? Who does it matter to? Does it matter to you? Matter to them? Matter to whoever? What does matter? And that's what you got to figure out. That's something you got to figure out for yourself. What matters? If I got on 2 different color socks, does it matter? My britches covered up anyway. It don't matter. My handkerchiefs are a little thin. Does it matter? Don't to me. You know, what does actually matter? I know him a while back. I had to order a piece for my mother's tankless water heater, the igniter. And those people from Rhea was great. They, bless their hearts, they worked hard and they helped me out. But it was, they didn't know who they was talking to. And, you know, all they knew that I was ordering the part. So they said, well, Bobby, is this? Well, okay, yeah. Answered it. That's not my name. Does it matter? No. What mattered? Getting the part? They called me Willie Lump Lump. I didn't care. I know people that say, is this so? No, I'm so-and-so and I done this, that. That don't matter. They don't care. They just need to know who they can talk or who they're talking to. So it don't matter. That part didn't matter. What mattered was getting the igniter for the water heater. That's what mattered. What they call me doesn't matter because I won't never see them again this side of heaven. So it doesn't matter what they call me. They won't remember me. They won't know me. What else matters? I tell people, what you worried about or what you mad about, does it really matter? Is it gonna matter in a year from now? What you're all tore up about, is it gonna matter a year from now? A month? A week? 10 minutes? Seriously? Is it really that big of a deal? People get all worked up and mad about stuff that don't matter. It doesn't matter. What they want, what they get mad about, or why they get mad, is because they want to be right. It didn't, them calling me somebody else's name didn't matter. And there wasn't no need me starting an argument with them or trying to explain to them something that to them didn't matter. You got a function you going to. You got a Christmas party, Thanksgiving, birthday. Just going to some folks' house for something. Be here at 10 o'clock and you're late. Does that matter? You dang right that matters. Maybe not mattering to you, but it matters to all of the other people there. Why? Because you're being late tells them that you had something that to you was more important than being there. When most likely all it was you just didn't take the initiative to get started and go ahead and get where you needed to be. When you told somebody you would be there, or you agreed to somebody to be there and you'd be there at that time. So you're telling all of them that they don't matter. So that's something you always got to figure out. Does it matter? What am I talking about? What matters? Does it matter to you? Does it matter to me? Does it matter to the world? Most things don't matter to anybody outside of that right area, right about that far. About as far as most of it matters, except to your family and friends. When you tell them you're gonna do something and you don't do it, that matters, because that's your integrity you're talking about. Because you tell somebody, yeah, I'm gonna do something, or you agree to doing something, you need to be there when you tell them you done it. God, that does matter. But you know, what else matters? What else doesn't matter? You know, I guess for the most part, a lot of the things you got to figure out, is this going to matter to somebody else, or is it just me? If something matters to just me, if it doesn't affect my being, my person, my soul, it really don't matter. But when it starts involving other people, things change a little bit. Then it does matter, because you got other people involved. So, yeah, kind of matters. You tell somebody you're going to be there at a certain time, you make sure you be there, because you don't want to tell them that they don't matter. That's the other part about it. Other people matter. They've gone to the trouble to put together a function, and you come dragging in there late. You telling them their function didn't matter to you. It didn't make you no difference. You get there when you get there. But I say a lot of times, what you worried about or what you are mad about, will it matter in 100 years from now? Probably not. Will it matter next month? Probably not. Can you even remember that you were mad a week later about something? Not until somebody brings it up or something. So it didn't matter to start with. So what you getting all mad about? What you getting all worked up about? You know, I don't know. Is somebody gonna pop up and say, well, I'm mad about this, that wasn't right, they shouldn't have done this, they shouldn't have done that? Then that mattered. It mattered to you. But you got to figure out, are you mad about it? Is it does it matter to anybody other than you? If everybody's mad about it, y'all need to sit down and talk about something. Because it's mattering. It's mattering. It matters to everybody involved. Y'all sit down and get that there took care of. Figure out what the problem is. And I bet you most of that don't matter. Because like I said, in 100 years from now, will it matter? I tell you what will matter 100 years from now. Whether you're in heaven or you in hell. I can promise you that matters. Because in 100 years from now, you're going to be where you're going to be for eternity. You want that to be in heaven, and you want that to be in hell. That matters to me. I mean, I've read the Bible from in the beginning to amen. Twice picked it up and started reading and went from one end to the other. That's an accomplishment for me, because mostly before that, Did You Run, Jane, Run was the only book that I read from cover to cover. Why? Because the Bible matters. It does matter. Because, like I said, 100 years from now, where are you going to be? You're going to be where you're going to be in eternity. So, yeah, that matters. So, anyway, guess I'm kind of mixing a little preaching in with the other, but it is. That matters. So, with that being said, y'all be careful, stay safe, go to church on Sunday. See you next time.